David, am I your only viewer? Who is this again? Who are you again? Confirm yourself. Oh, hi. Am I your only? Are you my only viewer? I think so. I don't know. I just started this. I'm waiting for more people to join. Alright, whatever. Why am I sweating? Ooh, look, someone else. Yeah. Range. What's up, bro? What's good, bro? Nah, bro, it's the go. What's up, guys? What's up, man? JM, did you change your PFP on YouTube as well? Yo, Hunger Monster. I'm waiting for this Bozo J to join in, if he's gonna even show up. I posted a Valentine's Day post on TikTok and someone commented black. That's crazy. Just black? They just commented black. What was even the post? For context, I made MJ black. Oh. Yeah, bro, I just felt like changing. I got nothing better to do. I change my PFP every 2 days. Bro, I used to be like that all the time. I would change my PFP like every week. Except for YouTube. I've had the same profile picture on YouTube since like 2024. I changed it to the Sonic one around April 2024. Then I put it to a Dexter one around Halloween in 2024. Which was my TikTok one, but then I changed that one too. And then I put it back to the Sonic one once Halloween ended. Alright. I'm waiting for more people to join. Hold on. My dude's enjoying Valentine's. Bro, I told you to get yourself a Valentine a long time ago. I've been telling you for like the past, like, since February started. But yes, I am enjoying Valentine's Day. I told you to get a Valentine yourself, JM. In fact, I told all my friends to get a Valentine. In fact, I made a community post, and one of my friends, he was like, he made this weird joke. He was like, yeah, I'm David's Valentine. I'm like, bro, who are you? One of my friends, hold on a second. I know who definitely doesn't have a Valentine. One of my friends, I think I said this in the last stream, like, his relationship ended horribly, like, sometime around, like, 2 weeks before, 2 weeks before today. It was bad, bro. I really hope my mom's not calling me. For those who are wondering, my mom is not in the house because she's visiting family. Of course, I have to gatekeep because I gatekeep everything. I'm not going to say where. So, yeah, it's just me and my dad now in the house for a bit. I just don't want her to call me mid-stream because, dude, she be, like, interrupting my stream. That's about it. Okay, so Hyper told me he doesn't have a Valentine. My brother for sure does not have a Valentine. No way. Absolutely not. He could not get a Valentine behind my back. I would have known. Bro, I'm sweating like crazy. For those who don't know, it is hot as hell in my house right now because it is mad cold outside. So they turn the heater on, and like it feels like it's 90 degrees here. I'm the only dude in my family with that one. Actually, so this is Valentine's Day. What's a Sonic ship that you hate with a passion? Good question. A Sonic ship that I hate with a passion. Aside from all of them, I mean, the one I hate the most, I'd say, I'd probably say anyone involving Tails. I just find it annoying. I hate all of them though. If that's what you really ask, I don't like any of them. Bro, JM, what do you mean you're the only one here? Well, obviously, yeah, your parents are married. Cause you have how many siblings do you have again? But yeah, anyway, I say the worst Sonic ships are. Let me think. Anyone who ships Sonic and Shadow together are weird. Cause Shadow's like 50 years old, right? Um, Sonic and Amy, I never really got. I got like 4, and they all have Valentines. All 4. That's tough, bro. Um, Sonic and Tails are weird. Honestly, anyone involving Tails or Shadow, or Metal Sonic, any of those, I don't like. But to be fair, I don't like any of them because I find shipping weird and unnecessary. Like I don't see a point to it. Like I don't see the appeal of it at all. Kind of takes away from the story and some things. Like it's just unnecessary. That doesn't apply, by the way. That doesn't apply to just Sonic, just ships in general. However, I will say the Sonic community and their ships, they be doing way too much. It's just a bit much. Like there were people like in Sonic Frontiers, right? They were like, once Amy like stopped falling in love with Sonic, people were getting mad at the writers for some reason, and it's just like, dude, you people need to go outside. It's not that serious. Like, who cares, man? Bro, tell me how the day before Valentine's, so yesterday, right? I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw I saw this video. I saw this video of this guy taking back his girlfriend after his girlfriend cheated on him during Valentine's Day. And I was just like, wow. That is someone's like that is an actual person's life. Like people will actually take back someone after cheating on them. After getting cheated on. It's like, come on, bro. Nah, bro, she said it's not what it looks like, so bro believed it. Why do they dude, I will say though, the funniest thing about cheaters, I don't condone cheating at all. But the funniest thing about cheaters is the excuses they have, like when they get caught cheating. It's like the dumbest thing ever. It like, cause like, imagine I walk in on my girl cheating on me, and she's like, "It's not what it looks like." I'm just like, "What? What do you mean? Huh? What do you mean it's not what?" So I'm gonna be like, So what is it? What does it look like?" I'm gonna be like, Okay. So what is it then?" Do people actually like fall for those excuses? Like, it's not what it looks like. Like, people actually like. Do people actually like off with this. Like, I've never seen an actual person get cheated on and take them back. I've never seen that before. Do people actually do that? I haven't seen it. Story time though. I do have this one friend though. This was like 2023. So this one friend basically like was talking to this girl, whatever. I'm not gonna lie, the girl was a bop. She was a bop, for sure. But here's the thing. I'm gonna skip to the best part of the story. Basically, this girl was gonna fly out to another man's house. And the other man was literally one of our homeboys who was in a different state. And basically, we're just looking, and while we're hearing this, like the guy who's dating the girl just doesn't care. Like he doesn't seem to get it. Like he just like now he doesn't care, but he doesn't seem to like understand the situation. He's just kind of like, oh okay, and I'm just like, you're not gonna do anything about it. So this is the funniest part of the story. This guy, bro, he was too nervous to write a breakup message, so he was like, yo David, can you type the message for me? And I was like, fine, whatever, okay. Low key, I use ChatGPT. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I didn't use ChatGPT, but I did write the message, and I was like, all right, bro. I was like, I said it to him like, all right, bro, does this look good? He's like, yeah. I was like, all right, bro, just send it to her. Just embarrassing. Like, you can't even have the courage to like say something's wrong in your relationship. Like, I've seen relationships end over the stupidest things ever. It's the funniest thing ever. Bro, one of my other friends, literally, while his girl, I think, what was it? While his girl admitted to cheating on him, it was a big Discord call. It was me and like 8 other people. It was like, what was it? Yeah, it was me and 8 other people. And we were like, we're telling this man, like, yo, bro, your girl's cheating on you. Like, we're all like telling this man, your girl's cheating on you. And while it's happening, for some reason, he's like, I'm gonna be right back. And I'm like, and we're all like, all right, whatever. 1 minute passes. He joins back the call, and he's on the phone with his girl, asking like, "Yo, bro, did you tell them did you tell them that you cheated on me?" And she's like, "No, I never said that." And we're all like, "Bro, do not listen to her. Bro, do not listen to her. She's lying." And then he's like, and then I think he took her back. I don't know. I don't know if they're still together or not. That was funny though. Yeah, I don't understand how people could take people back after like. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like obviously, like in a relationship, like obviously you should talk certain things out, but there are just certain things like that you just can't talk out. And cheating's one of them. Like at some point, like you have to realize cheating is no accident. Like it's a whole ass process. You do realize that shit takes time, right? Like it's an entire process to cheat on someone. Like that's not like something you do accidentally. So when people like say, "Oh, it's not what it looks like," which honestly, to be fair, if I got hit with that, I would low key laugh. Like I would leave her, but I would low key laugh. That's like, damn, that's pretty funny. It's not what it looks like. Sorry, I wasn't talking that much. I was playing Hell, right? Marvel Rivals. We're talking about real Hell. Play Brawlhalla ranked. You want to talk about games that are like real Hell? Brawlhalla. I haven't played Brawlhalla since 2023. It's a horrible game. Dude, that game will generally spike your cortisol, bro. Dude, I want to tell you a story time. All right, don't leave. All right. I won't mention that game again. Well, actually, I am going to mention it again because I'm going to talk about it. So, Brawlhalla, right? I remember playing Brawlhalla. So, 2020, right? You have to realize, in 2020, I was fat as hell, out of shape, low-key sped. Okay, this is not a self-hate. All right, so 2020, low-key, parasocial, didn't go outside much, was low-key out of shape. I'm going to stop right there. But anyways, this is during, like, quarantine, so I was, like, 13 in 8th grade. You have to realize, my mental state was just not it because I was literally, dude, there's another me. No, you're like that right now. I'm kidding. Anyways, so 2020, right? Quarantine, right? In 8th grade, dude, I was getting called, bro. I was getting phone calls every single day. My teachers were like nagging my parents, telling me that I wasn't doing the work, that I wasn't participating in class, and I was like, all right, bro, damn. Like I was getting a new phone call like once, maybe twice a week. It was annoying. But anyways, dude, My three main sources of happiness and entertainment were Fortnite, Among Us, and Brawlhalla. Those are my three main sources of entertainment. And I want you to remind you something. Playing with randoms in these games can be boring, but you have to realize when you're playing with friends that you barely consider that you don't even like that much, and that you find insufferable and annoying, you're not gonna find those games fun. So honestly, I say the least bad of it was probably Fortnite. Between Among Us and Brawlhalla, which one was worse? Um, I actually don't know because on one hand we have Among Us, which is the game where like basically like you just master manipulation, right? The game that basically creates trust issues, and then we have Brawlhalla, which is the type of wrath that Jesus warned us about. So it's a bit tough to say which is worse. But honestly, if we're talking about which game I had the least amount of fun with, I mean, Among Us can be fun sometimes. Like it was low key. At some points it was pretty fun. Like I did have some enjoyable moments. I don't think there was a single time in Brawlhalla where I had like a decent like game. Like even the games I won, I was just kind of like I'm just like I'm glad it's over. I definitely lost more games than one though. Brawlhalla is an awful game. Don't play it. It's free to play, but it costs your soul. That's the best way I can describe it. It's not a fun game. It's not. It really isn't. In fact, I think JM left the chat because I mentioned Brawlhalla so much. He hates that game for whatever reason. Actually, no, for a valid, he hates that game more than I do. Because I don't like. I just find it like insufferable and like. But I haven't played it in years, and honestly, I'm gonna keep it that way. Cause bro, every character is the same. However, you said Marvel Rivals is hell. I have not played Marvel Rivals yet, but I will soon. Very soon. What's another game? I think I heard it was annoying. Aside from all of them. I wanna try Cyberpunk. I wanna try that. Seems like a nice game. Yeah, but Brawlhalla, the only things I remember about that game were some of the guest characters were pretty fun. Not fun, but like they had some cool characters. Like they had Ben 10 in that game, right? Or no? I think Ben 10 was in Brawlhalla. But it was the reboot version. The one that no one watched. Um they had Walking Dead characters in that game. That was such a weird game. I don't know. It's such an odd game. Bro, one of my friends texted me, yo, bro, I'm back. Are we still speaking about it? No, I just stopped talking about it, actually. But, anyways, bro, one of my friends today, they texted me this today. They were like, bro, what happened to you, bro? You're out of your prime. And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean I'm out of my prime? Bro, you're washed, bro. Like, you used to be unstoppable. And I'm like, so I asked him honestly, is this because I have a Valentine? He says, yeah. Okay. For context, right? So I've done 2 videos on why I hate Valentine's Day a long time ago. They're still up. I wouldn't recommend you watching them though, because they're kind of cringe and weird. But I did 2 videos on why I hate Valentine's Day. One in 2020 when I was in 7th grade, and one in 2022 when I was in 9th grade. So I did 2 videos on why I hate Valentine's Day. It's a big thing on my channel on why I hate it. So when I told everyone I had a Valentine this year, my friend was like, I guess he took it personally. He seemed like a little upset. No, 2 of my friends actually. 2 of my friends actually. Because one of my other friends texted me and it was like something related about Viltrumite DNA. I don't know. I don't know what that means. But he's not very happy. He was like, yo, so where's Valentine's Day Part 3? And I was like, actually, I have a Valentine this year. And he's not very happy. He's very upset. But that's funny though. What the hell, built your DNA? I know. I was like, what do you mean? I was, I don't know. He shows me the panel. You know the panel where Thrag is like going to like kill Omni Man and Debbie. That panel. I would show it, but I literally can't. But no, it was funny though. I will admit. Do any of you guys have a Valentine this year? Well, I know JM doesn't, but do you have one? I forgot. I don't understand. Hello, chat. Hi. Yeah, but he was like, yeah, I know you do. Um, but yeah, basically, yeah. So he wasn't very happy when I told him the fortunate news. I'll have a Valentine maybe next year. Um, dude, there are people like, but yeah, dude, there's a person out there. Like I said before, there's a person out there who literally took his girlfriend back after getting cheated on. In fact, I know a few people who've done that. So yeah, it's a bit depressing. But yeah, cheating is unforgivable. Yeah, it's like I can't forgive that. I can't accept that. Like if my best friend of 10 years was like, "Yo, bro, I just cheated on my girl," I'd be like, "Uh, why? Why would you do that? You gotta just wasted 10 years. Like you cheat on me, and I become Batman." They cheated and they sent you a video. Yo, I've seen those videos where it's like the she's busy little bro text. That's just unnecessary. Like it's just like, yo, bro, she's busy. It's like yeah, it's just unnecessary. Like, what's the point? Like, it's one thing to cheat. Like I'm not condoning cheating at all, but like, dude, that's just like weird. Like at some point, it's like that. At that point, it's personal. I mean, it was personal to begin with, but at that point, like, you're just weird. Makes no sense. Loki, if I got the she's busy little bro text, yeah, bro. Committing every crime. None of man. You got that, bro. That's crazy. It's one thing to cheat, but nah, that place like, what's worse? I'm trying to think. What's worse, bro? No, because I know, bro. No, there was this one guy who got cheated on like 5 different times, and like he took his girlfriend back every time. He got cheated on 5 times, which like you came back after the first time. That was like why was that like after the first time you should have left. That was like what I that was my first day. I was like, why are you still here? But like, yeah, I'm like 5 times, and I'm like, so you came back another 4 times? My man, girl, he's everyone's man. No, but seriously, I was just like you really, your girlfriend cheated on you 5 times, and you came back. Like, I'm just really like, what were you expecting from it? Like, the first time you should have left, and I was like, why was there? Because like getting cheated on, it's like, hey, whatever, like it is what it is, right? But getting cheated on 5 times, at some point, it's like, come on, like, come on, like you should have seen this coming. Like, you have to have some form of self respect to the point where you have to say, yeah, enough is enough. So I gotta be thinking, what's worse, bro? Getting cheated on 5 times with the same person, or getting cheated on 5 times with 5 different people? I was thinking to myself because I was like, because 5 different times is like damn, she knows 5 different guys. She has 5 different options. But then I was like, if it's the same dude, that means it's personal. Then, like, it's like you have a personal that's like generational beef there. So I was just like, which one's worse? I mean, realistically, if this happened to me, realistically, I wouldn't, I wouldn't I wouldn't get cheated on 5 times. That just wouldn't happen. But let's say my dumbass did. Let's say if I was an idiot and I got cheated on 5 times, I wouldn't. But I wouldn't like. Would I want it to be with the same person or 5 different? I don't know which one's worse. That's a good question. I actually don't know. Because 5 different people, it's like, why do you know 5 different guys? But it's the same. If it's the same person, it's like, Like, oh, this is like personal. Repeat the question. I didn't hear. I said, is it worse getting cheated on? Cause the thing was the question we were talking about how he took her back 5 times. I was like, is it worse getting cheated on with 5 different people, or is it worse getting cheated on 5 times with the same person? And I'm like, which one would be worse? Low key, that's like what? I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm tweaking out. Either one happens, but I'm just like, what would be worse? That's a good question. I can't answer that. I don't know. I actually don't know the answer. That's a tough one. I guess the I guess the same person is worse, right? Cause it's like you should see it coming. If it's like 5 different people, that's insane. But like if it's the same person, then that means it's personal. So probably that or no. I don't know. Whatever. Actually, that's a whatever. It's a tough question. Either way, I don't see the point of cheating. Like, it just makes no sense. Like, there's just no logical reason to do something like that. Like, I knew this one dude who had like 3 different girlfriends at once. Like, he was talking to like 3 different girls at once, and I'm just like, I'm like in my head, I didn't say anything to him, but in my head, I'm just like, he's gonna get caught eventually. Like, eventually, he's gonna get caught, and he did get caught. So I don't know what he's doing now, but like, bro, he would like get a new girlfriend every week. He would get a new girlfriend. He would get like a new girlfriend every week. I was just like, why? Like what's the point, man? Like he would flex about it too. I'm just like, okay, bro, what do you want me to say? You know, like, I don't. What do you want me to tell you? One thing I do can't stand though is when I give my friends relationship advice, and like, to be fair, I shouldn't even be giving them advice because like some signs are just obviously like it's right there. Like you could just see it. You know, you could just see something's wrong. Today's subject is slavery. I'm very knowledgeable at the topic. Let me shut up. All right, so yeah, it's just like like there's just certain things like you can just see coming. So when I give my friends relationship advice, when I don't need to, and the signs are right there, and then they don't, and then they just ignore it, and something bad happens to them. It's just frustrating because it's like I said this was gonna happen, so it's kind of hard to feel sympathy for you. You know what I mean? Just annoying. Like I have this one friend. Like, dude, I have this one friend. My friends are strange. Can you tell my friends are strange? Like they're just weird. A lot of the people I've met are just a lot of the people I've met are just weird. But yeah, crazy, crazy, crazy story time. I had this one friend. Yeah, yours are way worse. I had this one friend. This was back in 2023, junior year of high school. So, pretty much, he was talking to this dude. I basically like, he was talking to this one girl, which like, basically, I kind of peer pressured into talking to him, into him talking to her because like, what had happened was is that this girl was like insanely bothering my other friend. So I was like, okay, I sent him there as a distraction. This guy, he fell in love with her, like, and they had one conversation. So I'm just like, so he was like, yo, bro, I really love this girl. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. He'll snap out of it. That was my initial thought. I was like, he'll get over it. He did not get over it. But anyways, so basically, some time passes, a couple weeks pass. she kind of just like sneaks into our friend group. Like she just kind of just like she was just automatically in the friend group, I guess, because that was my homeboy's girl. Well, his girl in quotations because that was not his girl. Um, but yeah, I was just kind of like, whatever. This girl's annoying and kind of a weirdo. But hey, if he likes her, whatever, right? Can't judge. So tell me how. I'm just teasing him, just like messing around with him, making jokes. And I guess he got so mad at the jokes I had to say. So one other day, give it a week. It lasted way longer. It lasted way longer than a week. It shouldn't have lasted a week. It lasted like 2 months. I don't know why it lasted 2 months. But anyways, so essentially, I walk up to him. This was around like December 2023. I walk up to him. So the assignment was to write an essay on, I think it was like about your favorite movie and why you like the movie. Bro, guys, when I walked in on, dude, I was like, you know what? I'm bored. Let me just walk in. Let me just see what he's writing because he's ex his girlfriend. I was like, whatever. Let me see what he's writing. So the essay he wrote about, it was about me, right? He wrote an essay about me, right? It was like the weirdest. It was like this role playing essay about how he wanted to kill me, right? And I'm just reading this like, what am I reading? I'm just like, what am I looking at? I was reading. Look, no, this is what happened. I walked up to him and I'm reading it. He's typing the essay. They're like writing ideas while I'm behind them and they don't see me. So I'm just looking like what am I looking at here? So that happens. And I'm just kind of in shock, like, what was the point of this? What am I looking at? How like what's the idea? Because there's just so much wrong with this. You have to realize this is a graded assignment, right? The teacher is gonna see this, right? So your plan is to finish this essay, this assignment. Your goal is to finish the assignment and send it to the teacher, right? So what makes you think this won't backfire? That was my first thought. So I was like, okay, this is just dumb. Like, this is a graded assignment. So I'm just like, what is he doing? I ended up not doing the assignment because it was a substitute teacher. And also, I don't think I have a favorite movie. I can't think of one off the top of my head. So I'm just like, what am I looking at here? Whatever. So I was like, yo, bro, can I look at your essay real quickly? Just to troll. I was like, yo, can I look at your essay real quickly? I need some inspiration for mods, right? He was like, nah, bro, I can't show you mods. And I was like, why not? He was like, I just can't show you it. So at this point, like, I just know he's full of shit. So I'm just like, are you scared? I asked him straight up, you scared? He says, bro, your name's David. Why would I be scared of you? I was like, all right, bet. So what I did exactly was a light bulb popped in my head. I was like, okay, so what if I just grab this nigga's laptop, right? That was the goal. I was like, okay, I'm gonna just grab his laptop. And then I went to the back of the class where all my friends were sitting. We just read the whole essay. We just read the whole essay. Not the whole thing. Well, it wasn't even done, right? The essay wasn't even complete. We read what was there of it. We read the entire essay, so we were just like reading, like dissecting the whole thing, and I was just like, bro, it was so bad. Like he deleted it, but it was embarrassing. I was just like, cause dude, you decided to write an essay on your friend who's known you for years over a girl, which by the way, the friend that you wrote the essay about set up that relationship, right? And you decided to write an essay about him to a girl that you met for a couple weeks, that you two weren't even official yet. Like that was like it just didn't make any sense. Like there was no like winning to this, right? There was like doesn't make any sense. Like okay, so I was like whatever, right? And tell me how, whatever. I got written up. I think I got in trouble for that, but like the next day, bro, the next day at school, because he was talking so crazy that day. But the next day at school, and like it's like 9. I want you to remind. It's like 9 in the morning. He's talking some BS. He's like trying to apologize, like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I should have never wrote that essay. And I'm just looking at him like, okay, like, bro, I don't care. Like, there are just certain things like I can forgive, of course, but like, it gets to a certain point, you know, like there's no need. Like, if you have a problem with something I do, then just say it. You know, like, why are we writing essays on people? I don't even have the energy to do that. Like, I've made entire hate videos on people, which got deleted for certain reasons, but like, I don't have the energy to type an entire essay about someone. I don't. I don't care that much. Like, there are just certain things I just, you know, like, it's not even that deep. And the reason why, bro, the reason why he wrote the essay is just as petty. Dude, I made fun of his girlfriend's shoes, right? That's it. It's because I made fun of his girlfriend's shoes. I called her shoes dirty. And then he decided to write an essay about me. I mean, whatever. But yeah, they broke up, I think, around late January, early February 2024. Which, low key, I like talked to him a bit in junior and senior year, but like we did not get along at all. And ever since graduation, I have not spoken to that man. I don't know what he's doing, nor do I really care. I mean, I don't possess really any hatred towards him anymore, but I'm just kind of just like, whatever, it is what it is, man. I Would I say I forgive him? I mean, I think a lot of people confuse the definition of forgiveness. Like, forgiveness isn't the idea of like, you know, reuniting with someone. Like, there are certain people I've already forgiven in my life that aren't in my life anymore. So, to ask the question, do I forgive him? I mean, maybe. I mean, that would take some time. Not too sure. Like, like, here's the thing. There are certain things I could forgive, but do I forgive that? I mean, like, I don't possess any like ill will towards him anymore. It's just kind of like whatever. I think some point around high school, like I think at some point around like summer, like after I graduated, like the people in my life, I just kind of just felt like nothing towards, you know, like I don't possess any ill will towards them anymore. So yeah, I guess I forgive him then. Would I talk to him again? Probably not though. I probably wouldn't interact with him again because like, yeah, it was just a bit much. But yeah, whatever. I do have Gatorade. Hold on. Let me get some Gatorade. Hold on. 1 second. I'll be right back. Hold on. But what do you mean hell no? Why can't I open this? But yeah, that was funny. That was interesting. Um, such a weird. I don't know. So weird. Like some people, when they get into a relationship, they just don't know how to act. And I don't mean like acting like different as in like better. I mean acting different as in like weird. You know. I think I said this in another stream, but I think so. But I'll say it again. I'll say the story again because why not? So we was in a Discord call. This was like mid 2024. This is a different person, by the way. I know a lot of strange people. So basically, we're in this call. We're playing like this Roblox party game. I forgot the name of it. Uh, it was like me and three of my other homeboys, right? And we're just relaxing, talking, you know, having fun. You know, I'm gonna give them all random names. So we have my friend Alvin. We'll say Brian, and we'll say Jerry, right? We'll call them those. We'll call them those names. So We're just talking. Me, Alvin, Brian, and Jerry playing the game, and Jerry wins the game. So Jerry won the game. We were just like, all right, whatever. We'll play a different game. Like nothing. Like we felt nothing, right? So Jerry ends up leaving the call, and me, Alvin, and Brian didn't think anything of it. Like we thought, okay, he's probably just gonna. His mom probably called him or something. So Jerry comes back a minute later, and then his girlfriend joins the call. So I'm just like, okay, did he like go to call his girlfriend? I'm not gonna give his girlfriend a name because I can't think of one. So what Jerry does, he starts flexing winning a Roblox game to his girlfriend, right? He starts flexing it. He starts calling us losers to say that we all suck at the game. And like me, Alvin, and Brian, we just stay quiet because we're just like, what is he on about? Like, what was the point of this? Like, why would you say this? Like, like cool, like we all talk trash for playing the game. Like we all like say crazy things, but it's just like you did this to impress a girl. Which by the way, they only known each other for like a couple months. Like, let's like, it makes no sense. So then he leaves the call again. And me, Alvin, and Brian were just talking like, what was the point of that? What did he gain from that? So yeah, you guys have to be careful who you call your friends because some people are just strange. Very strange people. Speaking of strange people, funny story time. Another story I have. So this happened literally last week. So I get this random follow from someone, and I'm just like, I see that my girlfriend follows them, right? So I'm just like, I text her like, do you know this do you know who this person is? She's like, oh yeah, they followed you. I was like, yeah. I was thinking to myself, should I block this person? And I was just like, I might block them. And then my girlfriend's like, yo, can you block them for me? I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. I didn't know why at the time, but I was like, yeah, sure, why not, whatever. So then, she then texts me. She texts me this like, of her saying that the girl wanted to do a loyalty test, and I'm just like, how old are we, man? Like, loyalty test, like, really? For real? Like how stupid do you think I am? Like, I was just like, come on. Come on, man. Yeah, some people are just strange. Like, loyalty test. It's like we're not even trying to be obvious. Like, it's like we're not even trying to like be clever, right? Loyalty test, like. Makes no sense. That was funny, but that was stupid. I was just like, bro, how old are we? Like, we are way too old to be acting like this. Now, I was just like, dude, like, we have to grow up, guys. Like, at some point, like, you're gonna experience fake friends all the time. Like, there are gonna be some people that try to like, plan their downfall. But it's like, we're just being obvious now. Like, we're not even trying to be clever. Like, bro, I knew this one friend, right, who literally, he literally hugged another, hugged my other friend's girl in front of him and, like, trying to be friendly with her in front of him. And I'm just looking at this like, wow. Like, again, we're not even trying, we're not even trying to be clever. We're not even trying to be funny anymore. Like, at some point, like, it gets to a point, man. That's all I'm gonna say. That was insane, though. Dude, one of my friends is so weird. Tell me how the friend, right, who said that I'm out of my prime, right? I made this funny IG note, right? And for some reason, he thought I was talking about him, right? I think it was a note about me, like just saying marry me, something random, right? He was like, well, if you say so. And I'm like, bro, what is wrong with you? Like, what is wrong with this dude? Why on earth would I be talking about you? Like, that was my first thought. I was like, what? That was the first thing I was thinking to myself when he said me that. I was like, why on earth would I be speaking about you? Why? Who are you, bro? I gotta like start muting people. Like, I mean, like in my DM, I gotta start muting people in my DMs at some point because it's getting bad. I already muted him though, like a while ago. What time is it? It's 3:03. That was funny though. What else? Who has a Valentine? What was I gonna say? Oh man. Why did okay? I don't know why I did that. My phone just cut off momentarily. Whatever. All right, like I was saying, low key, bro. I'm trying to think. What's my biggest red flag? What's something that I can't condone? I find celebrity crushes weird. Am I the only one? I find them weird. I just can't do it. Like no, I just cannot tolerate that. It just won't work out. It's just like every person I've known who tries to justify it, like their way of justifying a celebrity crush, right? Stuff like, I'll never meet them, I won't have a chance anyways. Something stupid right there, right? Something stupid like that. What if you do meet them? That's my biggest question. It's like, what if you meet them? What's gonna happen then? You know what I mean? Like there's two sides to this argument. It's like, oh, I'll never meet them. I'll never I'll have a chance with them anyways. And the other one is like common sense, you know? Like, bro, imagine if your mom or dad was talking about it, they had a celebrity crush. Like if my mom told me she had a celebrity crush, I'd be so mad. I'd be like, Mom, what are you on about? I would ask you, no, I would ask her, like, are you joking? I would ask her, like, is this a joke? And then if she told me about a celebrity crush, I'd be like, I'm telling dad. Like that is a conversation that you and daddy to have. I'm not getting involved. That's all I'm saying. It's just foolish, honestly. Dude, I had this, bro. This is the funniest thing. This is the funniest story ever. Bro, I was in this one group chat, right? This was like 2020. Oh, yeah. So 2020, right? I was in this one group chat where basically one of my friends. So this is the crazy story. So one of my friends, was like two of my homeboys, right? One of my homeboys was dating this girl, but that homeboy was also cheating on his girl, right? I think so. And my other homeboy basically told the girl, right? Basically told the girl that she was getting cheated on. And I think she also told the side piece as well. So what happened was they made this whole they did this whole ass Discord call. It was, dude, it was an entire court session. I'm not even trolling. It was a whole court session to see who was innocent and who was guilty. I don't know who ended up winning. I think the guy who snitched ended up losing, though. I think. I'm not too sure. Funny story, though. Insane story. I might end stream in like 20 minutes, depending on like my mood. And I think I have to do something in like 20 minutes. I don't know. Not too sure. I had the funniest idea. What if I just troll my dad and ask him, do you have a Valentine this year? I'm just asking, hey, dad, who's your Valentine? My mom is like, I know my brother does not have a Valentine. That dude is not, he is not interested in getting a girlfriend at all. He does not have a Valentine. For sure. You think Dale has a Valentine? Dale does not have a Valentine. Absolutely not. That man does not have a Valentine. He has not had a Valentine since like 2018. No, 2017. That man does not have Dale does not have a Valentine for sure. Bro, this man Dale, he dated a 17-year-old when he was 29, is $100,000 in debt, doesn't pay his child support, has a 10-year-old daughter that he doesn't take care of and abandoned, is losing money consistently on Twitch. What else? 41 years old with no wife, no girlfriend, a kid that doesn't like him, that he doesn't see. He's a straight up deadbeat. He's been exposed for being a pedophile several times. He's groomed two 17-year-olds. I already said the 17-year-old. He's groomed two 17-year-olds. There's a bunch of Sora AI videos of him being bullied. I want to react to one of those soon. But Dale's life sucks, bro. It sucks too, because people used to compare me to him before all that stuff about him came out. Before all the pedo allegations. I'm not. Why am I saying allegations? They're true. They're not. They're true. They're not allegations. All the pedo stuff. Him being a deadbeat. Him being $100,000 in debt. It's bad, bro. This man is like he's 41 years old. When I didn't say he's 41. I want to remind you guys, he's 41. I will say though, he doesn't look 41. He does not look 41. He's still a bum though. That man is not. Crazy. It's bad. Because I'm trying to think. Because I had hope he could change maybe, but nah, it's too late. I had hope a couple years ago, but nah, he's lucky. He's lucky gone. He's lost the plot. Like he said something weird. He said that he would date an 18, like if he was like 60 or 70 years old, he would like date an 18-year-old, and I was just like, bro, what are you talking about? Like what are you on about? Like you're like on to nothing. You're like you're not on to anything. You're on something, but you're not on to something. Like you're just a weirdo. But yeah, that man is never getting a job. Actually, no, he had a job, but like he got fired from it because I think his fans like called his job and trolled him, and he got fired from it. But yeah, he's a bum. His life's just sad. Like his own girlfriend. All right, let me explain the she was 17 deal. Let me explain the joke, right? So his girlfriend, right, that he dated since 2014, right? Right? I want to think it is. They broke up in 2018. Keep that information, keep that locked in for later. So around October 2022, Elena, that's her name, Dale's ex, basically, she was celebrating her 25th birthday. Keep that in mind. 25 years old in 2022, right? In 2018, they celebrated their 4 year anniversary. They celebrated the day that they met. Who celebrates the day that they met? Whatever. So they celebrated 4 years of meeting each other. So 2018, meaning she'll be 21 in 2018. Minus 4, which is 2014. Meeting Elena will be 17. Dale in 2022 was around. His birthday's late, so he would be 38, but he's actually 37 because his birthday didn't pass yet. So 37 in October 2022. 33 in 2018 and 29 in 2014. So he's basically he was 29 dating a 17-year-old. So the whole like she was 17 deal, that's what the joke's from. Because he's a weirdo. That wasn't even the first 17-year-old he dated. He dated another one when he was like 21 in 2005. Do not ask me how and why I know this. Just don't. You're no. Don't ask me why. Some questions are better if you don't know the answer to them, and that's one of them. All right, fine. You want the real answer? I watched like an entire like 70-minute video talking about the things he's done. I'm not trolling. I forgot who made it. But yeah, I watched an entire 70-minute video. It was a funny video too. All right, heads up. If anyone's texting me on Instagram, I cannot see it because my notifications are muted. So, yeah. I muted them before. I like muted them before stream. Bro, did I watch the whole of it on Low Tier God? Yes, bro, it was funny. It was a good video. I'm gonna send you it later. I'm sending after stream. I'm gonna send you it. It was a fire, bro. It was a fire video. I forgot who made it though. It was like 70 minutes long. Here's the thing. I was good at stream yesterday. Right? Out the plan. I'm gonna explain the backstory. I had a migraine on Monday, right? Monday night, like when I woke up from my nap, I had a migraine Monday. So bad, I missed school Tuesday. I felt better Wednesday. Then Wednesday night, I got sick. Again. Thursday, I felt better. Then Thursday night, I got sick. Then I got better again. And then Friday, everything was normal. And then I got sick. The moment I was like, let me stream, I got sick. Again. So I experienced a migraine like 5 different times in like 1 week. Today's Saturday. If I experience this again, if I have to deal with this like a 6th time, is this what all that Gatorade? Like, is it because I drink all that Gatorade? Is that why? I'm still drinking it. I don't care. I'm still gonna keep drinking it, but like, I'm just wondering, is that why? Is that where all these headaches keep coming from? I drink a lot of water too, but like, I'm gonna still keep drinking them though, cause why not? Yo, JM, should I play what's another game that makes you rage? Cause I might try Geometry Dash, which I will rage at. No, Geometry Dash, dude, I literally broke of it. Cuphead. Cuphead, I don't want to play. I don't want to play Cuphead, bro. I said I was gonna play. I really, bro. I don't want to. I don't want to play Cuphead. I seriously don't. It just looks. It just looks so like not obviously challenging, but it just looks so like obviously frustrating. I'm trying to put the words into like exhausting. It looks exhausting. Like it looks like a game I would like have a miserable time. You know you're lying. No, it's not. It's not fun. You know that. Why are we lying? You and I both know Cuphead is not fun. Hey, but Jam, I know a game that's very fun that you love. You know what it is? It starts with a B. Bro, that game traumatizes him. Every time I mention it, chill, 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 chill. Don't leave, 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 don't leave. I'm messing around. I'm messing around. Don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. Don't leave the game. I'm just. I said game. What am I talking about? Don't leave the stream. I'm just messing with you, bro. All right, so yeah, like I was saying, Cuphead. It just like I don't know. It just looks annoying. It just looks exhausting to play. You know. Hey pal, what's up, man? Do I know who you are? Do I know you? I'm actually asking if I know you. I don't like these people. No, you don't know me. What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. We're just talking about random stuff. But like I was saying, Cuphead looks like a game. It just looks like a game that's exhausting and would just take too much time. Because at least with Brawlhalla and Geometry Dash, like I think me Rage would be fun content, but Cuphead just looks like it looks like I'd be miserable. Like it wouldn't even be funny. I've seen Corey play it. I've seen Phase Jeff play it. I think did Markiplier play it? Did Mark? I don't think Markiplier played Cuphead. He probably did. I don't know. So I want to try those two games out. Corey mentioned it. Corey Kenshin, bro. Corey Kenshin's the GOAT, bro. Come on. But yeah, that was Corey was my inspiration to make YouTube videos. But yeah, like I was saying, dude, like it's just like that game, like it makes you rip off your hair and walk out on your family. Oh yeah, because your brother did that, right? When you play Cuphead. Yeah, Cuphead does not like that. That game looks miserable. Geometry Dash, I will play very soon. I bought This is one game I bought. I bought Minecraft yesterday or 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I got Minecraft. I have no idea what I'm doing. It seems chill though. Like it's a very calm game until it hits nighttime. Then not so calm. But yeah, it's very interesting. I spent like $30 on it because I bought the deluxe edition, so I paid like $30 for it. But yeah, it looks fun. Rip your hair out. Wait, walk out with your family is insane. What game? I'm trying to think. What game got me so mad? I wanted to walk out, like and get out the house. I'm trying to think. One time I was playing Mortal Kombat. I got so mad I went to bed early. So I think that's the closest thing to that. I got so angry. I just went to bed early. I was just like, yeah, I'm going to sleep. I'm not doing this anymore. I just had enough. That was I was just like at some point I didn't realize enough was enough. I was just like, I'm tired of this game. I don't want to play anymore. This game is exhausting. Um, so yeah, I say it was probably the closest thing I got to walking out, but I didn't walk out. I just went to bed early. Guy got so mad he went for a kitty cat. A kitty cat nap is crazy. It wasn't a nap. I went to bed permanently. Like I went to like my day was over. It wasn't just a nap. Like I ended off the day with that. I went to bed being upset and I woke up even more mad because I was still thinking about that game. Like the day ended. The day ended with that for me. I was just like, yeah, I'm not dealing with this anymore. That is funny though. Like getting so angry at a game to the point where you're just like, yeah, let me just go to bed. That's so funny to me. Like that's such a that's such a funny thing. Like I like no other game. I'm trying to think. Like no Mortal Kombat. Like no other fighting game. No other video game has like acted like that. I don't even remember which Mortal Kombat it was. I think it was like. Yep, correct. That's what happened. What I think it was MKX. It probably was X. Because Mortal Kombat X. I like it, but just playing online is no joke. That's all I'm gonna say. The fact that two Mortal Kombat games came out after MKX in the time span of 10 years, and then and that there's still sweats. There are still people who play that who grind on that game every single day and play it like it's their occupation is very concerning. I cannot stand Jason in that game. He's so annoying. It is a funny game. So real. Yeah, it's just too much, man. But to be fair, I have not liked a NetherRealm game since Mortal Kombat X. If I'm being real, I have not enjoyed any of the NetherRealms because MK9 was good. There was one time I was playing San Andreas and I couldn't complete a mission slice. I ate a bar of soap because I was so bad. Did it taste good? What did it taste like? I mean, you're telling you might as well tell us what it tasted like at this point. He ate a bar of soap. That's what happened, bro. He ate it. Hey, man, he ate a bar of soap. That's what happened. But yeah, because Mortal Kombat 9 was mad fun. I played the 360 version. It tasted like watered down chalk. Um that's an odd description. But like I said, Mortal Kombat 9 was mad fun. I played the Xbox 360 version of MK9. The PS3 version had Kratos, which was awesome. Loki, I will buy a PlayStation 3 and a copy of MK9 just to try Kratos. Because he looks very fun. MKX, no, Injustice 1. Injustice 1 was so fun. I love Injustice 1. Such an awesome game. Like, the cast is very cool. It's just an awesome game. All these specific example. Yeah. It was just it's just yeah, dude. MKX, Injustice 1, both awesome games. MKX, I think, has a honestly great graphics, The guest character, bro. NetherRealm always cooked with the DLC characters, with like the guest characters, dude. MK9 had Freddy Krueger and Kratos. Mortal Kombat X had Freddy, no, not Freddy, Jason. Sorry, Jason, Leatherface, Alien, Predator. I think that's all of them, right? Yeah, I think that's all the guest characters. Injustice 1 had Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. Injustice 2, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like Injustice 2, but it had some of the best DLC characters, if not the best. Like, bro, they had Sub-Zero, Raiden, Hellboy, um, what else? Bro, the Ninja Turtles. Bro, man, you were a Jason, man. Jason, he's fun to play as. I do like his slasher variation. Jason is fun. Although he is annoying to fight against. I just find him annoying. I hope your pillow is warm. Oh, are you talking? I hope your pillow is warm. That's such a petty. Nah. Imagine someone saying, I tell people say that they want to be the soap boy is crazy. I've heard, I hope you die. I hope you jump off a cliff. No. I hope your pillow is warm is the funniest one. That's the pettiest thing ever. Soap boy is crazy. Yo, JM, you got a nickname, bro. Soap boy is crazy. Both sides too. Don't forget, both sides of the pillow. Nah, Jason was annoying. Yo, y'all played Injustice 2? Who is your main in that game? If I hear someone say Deadshot, I'm ending stream. Dude, Deadshot was so obnoxious in that game. You don't understand. He was so lame. He was just frustrating. Like, he would just zone in the corner all the time. It was just miserable. Like, it was just Injustice 2 though. I think I was low key when I started to care less about NetherRealm in their games. Like, Injustice 2 is just it's just mid, honestly. Like, it's not absolutely, because MK11 sucks. Like, MK11 is garbage. Injustice 2 is just mid. I played Red Hood or Batman. Goated. I made Batman, Flash, and Robin. Those are my three. I just like Batman. Like, any game that has Batman in it, I'm gonna play as him. So yeah. Like, anything Batman related, any game that's like Batman associated, I'm gonna buy it. Unless if it's Gotham Knights, I'm not playing that. Flash is goated. Yeah, Flash is awesome. He is a little bit frustrating, but Flash is cool. Bro, like, who's a character? I haven't seen a single. Did anyone play Darkseid in that game? I haven't seen a single person play Darkseid in Injustice 2. Like, not one. Did anyone play him in that game? No one. I tried. Darkseid's cool, but like, I wouldn't main him. I don't know. But yeah, that's just like, yeah. Injustice is weird. Injustice 2, I mean, is weird because the story was kind of lame, in my opinion. I haven't played the new Mortal Kombat game, MK1, I think it's called. I have not tried it out, so I'm not gonna comment on that. I don't know if it's good or bad. People told me it was like just kind of all right, from what I've heard. From what I've heard and seen, people just told me it's all right. But I don't know. You, Thomas Wayne, think visited the island? That's your question? Okay. No. No, I don't think he did. No. No, he did not visit the island. Why would why would Thomas Wayne visit the island, bro? What? What? Okay. Moving on. Yeah. So Injustice 2, I just felt like it was weird. Like such a weird game. That I'm sorry. That question just caught me off guard. I was like, yeah, okay, man. I just wasn't expecting. I was just like, okay, wow, that was funny. Like, like if he was real, would he visit it? Probably not. No, I don't think he would. Because Thomas Wayne was about stopping criminals, so why would he visit an island where a bunch of criminals are there? That doesn't make any sense. There are subversions of Thomas Wayne that are pretty evil, but not the one from the main. No, the one that got shot from the comics. No, Flashpoint Thomas Wayne definitely wouldn't. Bro, what? Okay, bro. What's that, Martha? You got a type, bro? You're into older woman? Is that your type? Is that your type, older woman? Flashpoint to be specific. Isn't that the one where she's like Jokerfied? Or she that's the one where Martha Wade's Joker, right? Oh nah. Yo. Yo, this dude is wild. You have a type, bro? What's your type, bro? That's crazy. Bro said Martha Wade. I was just like, specifically, you said specifically Flashpoint. That was your answer. You said specifically Flashpoint Martha Wade. Not no other version. Not Martha Wade, specifically that one. Crazy, man. That was funny though. I wasn't expecting that. Yo, what's your guys' favorite Batman movie? Like your favorite Batman movie of all time? Live action, animated, it doesn't matter. You like older crazy woman. Okay. Interesting. I like women who aren't from America. Yeah, you see how you're like, you see how you like people are just confused. They're like, "I, bro, like, what do you mean?" He's just like, "That's your type, bro." Batman Begins was peak first Batman movie I watched in the. How old are you? You know when Batman Begins came out, bro? How old are you? Batman Begins was like 2005, bro. Folk, how old is you, bro? Cause that movie, like, bro, that movie came out before I was born. Like, what do you mean? First movie you saw at theaters? Do you know what Batman Begins came out? How old are you, man? Like, I'm not even trying to be mean. I'm generally asking. Like, that movie, like, it's been out for a minute. Batman Begins is a fire ass movie, though. Man, I do like that film. But yeah, my favorite Batman film is if we're doing the live action one specifically, probably The Dark Knight. Just an iconic film. Just for Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker. Just for that alone. Like, Batman Begins and The Dark Knight would have been the same level if it wasn't for Heath Ledger's Joker. Like, you could make the argument that Batman Begins is like a better paced film, but Dark Knight, I just think, has better acting. Your mother said you were in an accident. That's unfortunate. Wow. That's that's wow. That's wow. Well, I can't relate. I was planned. I was meant to be here. Uh, yeah, there are no accidents. We are all God's children. You know. That's all right. That's wild. So my mom said I was that. I was not expecting that. The protection, bro. Okay, bro. Bro said the protection, bro. That's crazy. First off, that's just terrible parenting. Why would your own mother tell you? Like, even if that, like, you're probably joking, but even if that is true, why would your own mother? Bro, I think fun facts. You're most likely joking, but even if that was true, why would your own mother say that you were not? That's just a bit much. Like, that's just awful parenting. It makes no sense. You're not. Damn, that's tough. Hey, man, we all have a purpose in this world, and so do you, man. That's just. I was laughing because that just caught me off guard. I was not expecting that. That took me by surprise. I was like, okay, wow. Just chill, bro. Yeah, I was just like, damn, okay. That's a crazy thing, like, bro. Like, Pop should have double layered the the low tier god method, the two condoms, bro. That doesn't work, bro. That's a the two condoms is a myth, bro. Always double layer. Crazy, dude. That's insane. Bro, I can't stand when people be like, I can't stand when people say, bro, Batman could not get this out of me. Like, what do you mean he can't get it? Like, yes, he could, bro. To be fair, I used to say that joke until people started like, kept saying it over and over again. Yo, what's good, Hyper? Make sure to duct tape is shut. Yo, what's good? What's up, Hyper? But like I was saying, I hate when people like be like, bro, word of bro, Batman cannot get this out of me. Are you serious? Like, what? How's Valentine's Day going? I had a good Valentine's Day. It was nice. I liked it. I didn't do much, but yeah, I enjoyed it. Had fun. Yeah. Batman could get this out of me. Yeah, he absolutely could, bro. Bro, Batman could get stuff out of you that you didn't even know. Like, like his nickname's literally the world's greatest detective. You're telling me he cannot get information out of you? Like, that is insane. Bro, one time Batman literally got DNA that didn't even exist. Like, he got DNA that was literally untraceable. He could definitely get information out of all of us, for sure. For sure. He definitely could. Without question. If he told me to purr, I would purr. If he told you to purr, I would just not give a. I have no idea what that means. What is that? What does that mean? Oh nah. Yeah. Okay, that I'm not. Okay, yeah, that I'm not doing. Okay, yeah, I'm not doing. You could get whatever information you got on me. No, I'm not doing. What's up, bro? That I'm just not gonna do. No, that is insane. Bro said Pearl. No. Catwoman would though, but no. No, but for real. But yeah, we were just talking about random stuff, bro. Like that is insane to me. Like the idea of like people saying, bro, the world's greatest detective who has like $1 billion technology cannot get information out of me. It was like, dude, bro, I saw this video. I said this to one of my homeboys, bro. There's this video like of this like random black guy saying, bro, I could be Batman in a fight, bro. I said it to Hyper too. It was like, bro, I could be Batman in a fight, and I'm just like, what is this guy on about? Like, you are a regular dude who probably works at 7-Eleven. You cannot beat Batman in a fight. Like, like the amount of delusion you need to have to say I could be bad. That's what I'm saying. Like the amount of level. Listen, I drop this. Okay, listen. There's certain lines, right? There's confidence and then there's delusion, right? You could be confident in certain things. You could have like the skills to back it up, right? However, there's a certain line to be crossed. There are certain people who cross the line of confidence to the point where it turns into delusion, right? So being confident is saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit this sub goal by next month." That's being confident. I'm gonna lose 10 pounds by the end of the month. That's being confident, right? I'm gonna put in the work to do all this, all that. That's being confident because you could actually put in the work to do that. But there's just certain things that are impossible for you to do, right? So then they cross a line, right, between confidence and delusion. So if I said I could walk on water, that would be delusion, right? Because no human can walk on water, right? What else? I can breathe in space. That would be me being delusional, right? And saying I can be Batman to fight is the most delusional thing that you could say. No, you can't, bro. You cannot be Batman to fight. Stop playing. Someone said make my pizza, you're not beating. Yeah, bro. It's like, bro, that guy needs a job. Like, what do you mean you could beat Batman in a fight? Low-key, you probably, bro, you get squashed by one of the Robins, bro. One of the Robins could probably whoop him. It don't matter which one. It don't matter. Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, Tim Drake, Damian Wayne, it don't matter. Quick question. Who do y'all think is the strongest Robin? Between Nightwing, Red Hood, Tim Drake, and Damian Wayne, who is the strongest Robin? In your opinion? I know my answer. My answer's obvious, but I want to see what you guys think. Jason Todd? Okay. Todd definitely has more brute force than all the other ones. My answer's obvious. I'm going with Dick Grayson, honestly. Most experience, probably the best fighter out of all of them. Most acrobatic. Y'all saying Jason? Did it? I'm pretty sure Nightwing and Red Hood fought. Didn't Nightwing win? I'm pretty sure. It was close though. All right, let's rank this. So we can agree Damien's last, right? We could agree Damien is like the first one out, right? Or no? Bro, because Tim literally beat Damien in the fight. So we could agree Damien's last, right? That's what I think. I say Damien getting abused in the fight. Yeah, all right. So we're all on the same page. Good. So Damien's last. Tim is third because Jason like beat Tim like 3 different times on 3 different occasions. So it's Damien last, Tim Drake third. I'm saying Jason second because Nightwing beat Jason already. Anyone else alone on Valentine's Day like me? No, bro. I have a Valentine. There are people in this chat that are alone though. Damn, y'all. Everyone's like, wow. Y'all finna have hope, bro. 1 year, bro. Give it, bro. Maybe next year, bro. You never know. You'll be alright, bro. Y'all be good, bro. Do none of you guys like have homegirls? None of you guys have friends that are females? None of y'all? I'm asking because like, why not just get with one of them? That's like the easiest trap. I ain't gonna make the same mistake as Pops though. Yo. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. That's crazy. Anyways, like, bro, just get with one of your homegirls. That's literally the easiest strat. I have female friends, but their boyfriends will let me. Damn. That's tough, bro. Oh, wait, every single one has a boyfriend? Like, all, how, okay, how many, okay, first off, let's answer this. How many friends do you have that are girls? Like, that you actively talk to? Answer that question first, and then I'm gonna ask you another one. I would get jumped if I tried. Bro, what? I got like one, but like, nah, bro. What's up with you guys? I mean, I don't have any homegirls that I actively talk to. You have 5 homegirls. Okay, out of the 5, how many have a boyfriend? You get brutally beaten, bro. You'll be alright, bro. Unless if your homegirl has a boyfriend, then yeah, that's tough. Or homegirls, I don't know. But out of the 5, how many have a boyfriend? That's what the real question is. We're asking the wrong questions here. All 5. 3 of them are married. How old are you? What is that? How old are you? Married? She dated a 6'5" man. Oh yeah, you got it, bro. Yeah, that's GDs, bro. Son, how old is you? What do you mean married? Bro, why did you say that the first time? You should have led it with that. I would have not said anything. I was like, oh, you got it, bro. You got it. But how old are you, bro? Married. She dated Clark Kent. Clark Kent is crazy. Yo, I have to watch Smallville. I need to watch Smallville. I seriously need to watch Smallville. I have to get to it. I'm gonna watch it soon. Okay? Don't worry. I'm gonna get to it soon. You're 21? I gotta lock in, bro. I need to lock. I gotta get married. I want to get married in like a couple years, like 2 or 3 years, maybe 3 or 4. You know, I like to get married. I want to get married young because I'm tired of all these people. I'm tired of all these people that are like, "Oh, you should like wait it out, give it like you should experience life more." And I'm like, no, I don't need to. Why would I need to? So I see no point. It makes no sense. I have a lot older friends from college, though. Ah, okay. Like what, 24, 25? Honestly, that's fire. Loki, getting married young is fire. Because, bro, there are people in their 40s that are not married. Like, that's insane. That's insane. If you're, like, in your 40s not married, like, we have to have a talk, bro. That's concerning. I'm talking, like, late 30s, early 40s not married. That's, like, something's wrong. With the hype of Metal Sonic versus Cell, who would win, Metal Sonic or Batman? Metal Sonic. Like, I could do some troll shit and be like, oh, Batman. My life is shit at work, dinner, visited friends. Real. Y'all have jobs? Yo, I seriously do. How old are y'all? Bro, y'all have job. Bro, I'm 18 years old. I'm 18. Like, I'm here. I'm just some college student doing these YouTube live streams and videos, which I have to make a video soon. Speaking of Metal Sonic versus Cell, I will do your Unk. What's Unk? What classifies as Unk? What's the standard to be Unk? Because, bro, my followers were calling me Unk, and I'm 18. So I'm just like, what's Unk? I think Unk is like in your like late 30s, early 40s. Like that's where I think Unk is at. Some people would just be using the term unk and they don't even like, they don't even use it properly. You know? They just be saying it. So like what classifies as an unk? Over 26? You're over 26? Well, that would actually explain the Batman Begins. That would explain the Batman Begins how you saw it in theaters. Because I'm like, that movie is like 20 years old. So you're like 26 or 27? Crazy. Man, like my followers, bro. My followers are like usually like 14, 15, 16, like high schoolers, bro. Watch my videos. Jam's like 17, I think. Right? Jam, you're 17, right? But yeah. But yeah, like it's just like yeah, most of my followers are like teenagers, you know? Which is funny because some of my old followers, like when I first did YouTube, were like people from my middle school, like my friends from middle school, like my age. And then I slowly got older, and then my fan base became mostly like middle schoolers to high school. Now high schoolers, like yeah. Yeah, y'all are teenagers. Like, mostly it's just high like 15, 16, 17, like around those ages. Crazy. Like that is crazy though. That like cuz like I like my prime YouTube was when I did videos on you feel like a dinosaur. No, that's crazy, bro. It's like hey man, I don't know how old you are. I'm assuming you're like in your like you're like 20s. I'm assuming you're like 26 or 27. I don't know. I mean, you got some time left, you know. Like you're like, you know, if you're like 45 with no kids, then yeah, then it's GG's. But like 27, 20, like you're not cooked yet. Not yet. Right? You're like okay, it's a little bit you know, a little bit tough, but you're not done yet. Like if you're like you're like your mid 40s with no kids and no wife, then it's like yeah. Then it'd be over. But no, right now, you're not like pushing the edge of it, but it's like okay, just be a little cautious, you know. 76. Are you saying you're 76? Wait, hold on. How can you type at that age? If Unc is over 26, then got time left. I mean, like, because I gotta lock in early, you know. Because, bro, again, I am not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, let me experiment on life more and like, nephew had to get a better look. I mean, I had to, you know, in a way. I was just like, I had to lock in. Eventually, I was just like, okay, like, oh, I'm not gonna be like, oh, let me experiment life some more. Let me just sleep around and and like find the right one in my mid 30s. Like, no, I'm trying to fall in love young, you know, date to marry at a young age, like how people should be doing. Which I don't know why, like I don't know why I think I'm still pretty young. I feel like 40 and above. You think you think 40 is the right age to get married? Is that what you're saying? If I could get married at like 23 or 24, I wouldn't mind. Low key fire. Like I hate when people say, "Oh, you should probably think about your decision." I think like you have to think about loving someone. My mother used to make this gelatinous fish loaf with carrot. That's what's up. Fish loaf with carrot. I don't think I ever. When was the last time I eaten fish? I don't remember the last time I ate fish. If I ever even had it. No, let's talk about unk status. Okay. Yeah, 40 and yeah, 40 and above, that's when you hit unk status. Like it's time to pack it up. Like if you're 40 with no kid, like no wife, no kids, and that's like dog. Like in your mid to late 20s, it's gonna be hard to find love. It's in your 30s, your like mid to late 20s, early 30s is gonna be very difficult to find love. Once it hits to the mid to late 30s, it's like, bro, come on. You know? Like people will seriously date for over 10 years and not get married. That is insane to me. You will date someone for over 10 years and not marry them. I got a nephew, so the blood ain't gonna end with me, I guess. Hey man, your nephew, bro. As long as he's like, I don't know how old he is. I'm assuming around the age, my age or something. I don't know. But hopefully, he can carry on the family legacy and commit to God's plan. Like I was saying, um, people will really date for over 10 to 15 years and not get married. That is insane. Like I have to wait like at the very, very most 5 years after like dating. He got his bar mitzvah soon. Nice. But it's like, bro, at some point, like, that is the same. That is the same. Cause like, bro, what's the point? Like, I don't understand the point. Like, what is the point of dating someone if it's not gonna last forever? Like, people who don't date to marry, what's the point? I don't see a point in dating someone if you're not gonna marry them in the future. You know what I mean? Like, I think we could all agree. Like, anyone here who has a girlfriend or dating someone or has ever had a girlfriend, we've all been in a relationship, right? Where the main goal, where we talk to someone, was to marry them. Like our future. Like here's the thing, right? I'm already planning on my future in my head, right? So my main goal is, okay, I want to marry this person. I want to, have children with them. That is insane. Um, I want to marry this person. I want to have children with them. I want to, move in with them. I want to build a future with this person. So it's like the idea of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna date this person for like 8 months, or like I'm gonna date this person for like 3 years, never talk to them again. Fun fact with it again. Yep. Ask some extra fun facts. It's just like, bro, why on earth? What is the point of loving someone if the love is not gonna last forever? You know what I mean? There's no point. It doesn't make any sense. People have this whole idea of love nowadays. It's very twisted and doesn't make any sense. Like the love that is described in the Bible compared to the love, the quote unquote love that is in modern relationships, it's just like it's not the same thing. Like people who do like, do y'all know what a polyamorous relationship is? Do y'all know what that is? It's just weird. But it's just like this whole like idea of love moderately is just dumb. I used to dump in the bucket at my grandma's farm as a child. Bro, what? That's insane. This guy's just adding fun facts. I'm all here for it though. But yeah, it's like, y'all know what a polyamorous relationship is? Do you know what that is? If you don't, I'm gonna describe it. Basically, it's like a relationship with like three people. Like it's a relation. It's like a romantic relationship, but it's more than two partners. It's like, bro, what is like, dude? What even like? That makes no sense. Like, imagine, bro. Imagine having to explain to your mom and dad what that is. In fact, I think if I walked into my dad and explained to him what a polyamorous relationship is, he would look at me in disgust. He'd be like, "What is that? Like, what?" He would be like, "What's the point of that?" Because there is none. There's no point in that. Why would you need to? Like, there's no reason. Like, dude, if you're not mature enough to decide who you love, like, it's just immaturity. That's what it is. Like, if you're not mature enough to decide who you love as a person, you shouldn't be in a relationship. If you have this idea that you're fantasizing a future with two people at once, you should not be in a relationship and you're immature. It's that simple. It doesn't make any sense. Why? Again, this whole like, oh, a polyamorous relationship, not dating to marry. It's just like, dude, you have a very twisted sense of love that honestly, I honestly don't even think these people even want a relationship. I honestly don't even think these people, like these people who say, "Oh, I don't want to date to marry. I don't want to. I want a polyamorous relationship." Something stupid, right? I honestly don't even think these people are capable of love because, like, it shows that they don't really like. They lack commitment. What's your thoughts on the Spider-Man brand new day leaks? I have not seen them. That's my answer. But like I was saying, it's just like this whole like twisted idea of love, right? Where they don't set boundaries in a relationship. They allow certain degenerate things that shouldn't be allowed. It's just like I feel like these people are not capable of being in a relationship. It's personally sad. I personally don't care what people do with their lives. Ain't my life. Yeah, I get what you mean. Obviously, like I'm not gonna get invested in your life. I'm not gonna get invested in your life. But it's just kind of like, you know what I mean? It's still weird, right? Like it's a bit weird. Like it just doesn't make any like yeah, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any sense. Like it's just like it's just weird. It's not my problem though. You speak of facts, appreciate it, bro. Thank you. It's just like the idea of just like bro, how would that even work? Like you having more than one romantic partner at once. Like that doesn't make any sense. How does that even work? You know what I mean? Like the whole like celebrity crushes, polyamorous relationship. It's just like, bro, come on. Like it's just like lacking commitment. And some people are different. I get that, but like gets to a point. I also hate when people put certain labels on like things that they do. For example, like what is avoiding attachment? What is that? What is avoiding attachment? You know what I mean? Makes no sense. Like what it shows, what avoiding attachment shows that you're just immature. If you don't know what it is, look it up. Look up what that means. But like, it's just dumb. Like you shouldn't be in a relationship. Like you just like leading people on. You're immature. It's that simple. I don't know why we're putting labels on these certain things that we shouldn't be putting labels on. Just call. I should just call it. We should just call it how we see it. You know. You're immature. You lack commitment. You shouldn't be in a relationship. You're not capable of love and affection, or showing love and affection, or receiving love and affection very well. Your bed looks like chocolate. I mean, this bed, this isn't my bed. But anyways, yeah. So, okay. Anyways, what that was not English. What I was saying was, dude, like the whole idea looks edible. It's a bed. What do you? Are you hungry? Do you want go get some chocolate? Like, you hungry? I think you're hungry. But like I was saying, yeah, the whole idea of a polyamorous relationship just makes no sense to me. Like having like two partners at once, that never works out. Especially because the way a open relationship starts is that one of them is gonna initiate it and the other one's gonna feel too insecure to speak out for themselves. So they're just gonna rock with it until it actually goes on further and they're gonna hate it. But like, if your girlfriend is honestly thinking about starting an open relationship, just leave. Like, the idea of just like, oh yeah, so I like you, but I want to sleep around with as many men as I want to. It's just like, bro, come on. You know what I mean? That's basically what it is. Also, not to be rude, but you remind me of that easy to draw meme guy. I know what me. I think I know what meme you're talking about. I think I do. The easy to draw guy. I think I know what you're talking about. I don't know how we have any similarities, but all right. But yeah, like the whole idea of just like saying, "Oh yeah, I want a open relationship." It's like, bro, if you get into a relationship, right? The whole idea of loving and cherishing a relationship, showing love and affection, that you show that love and affection to one person. You should only have eyes for your romantic partner, just one person. And this goes for both men and women. This goes for both genders. You should only have eyes for that one person, plain and simple. I do not see the idea. Your head isn't like a triangle. I'd be concerned if anyone's head was like a triangle. That's like, and you have a chin. Yeah, I also would be concerned if it would have if someone's head was shaped like a triangle. I would be like a little concerned. But yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. But like I was saying, it's just weird. Like the whole idea of just, I'm trying to put it into words. It doesn't make any sense. I don't see a point in like trying to deal with someone who wants it. It's like, also the people who are like, oh yeah, I don't believe in marriage. It's like, what do you want about? What are you dating for? Like, you're dating. Your whole goal is to date someone for 5 years and just date another person. Your walls are like a fancy hotel's restroom. I'm gonna take that as a compliment. Thank you. But like I was saying, like it just doesn't make any sense. Like the whole oh yeah, I'm gonna date someone for like a couple years and then I'm just gonna leave them. Attachment, dude. The only justifications of leaving someone for that long is if they cheated on you or if they're abusing you. Those are the only two justifications. And I guess technically if they died as well. I guess, yeah, that. Obviously. You got a bathroom? Yes, I have a bathroom. You don't? Actually, don't answer that. I don't want to know this. Bro said, do you... What you mean rich, bro? It's a bathroom's a common thing. What do you mean? Oh, wait, I'm not rich. I'm broke. I'm not broke, but I'm not rich either. Like, bro, what do you mean? It's a common thing. Insane. But like I was saying, no, I don't have that. No. But yeah, like I don't see the point in doing something like that in those things. And that's why I honestly think I think that's why the divorce rates are getting so higher. A urine jar? No, I don't have that either. I have a toilet, thank you. Like the whole idea of just like I think the reason why a lot of divorces are more common nowadays is because their partners don't set boundaries. I just have a toilet. What singular bathroom has a urinal and a toilet? Like a home bathroom. Obviously like a whatchamacallit. Obviously like a bathroom, a public bathroom would have a urinal, but what bathroom in the house is a urinal? Or am I tweaking? Anyways, we should normalize urinals. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst idea. Why aren't you out right now? Because I could do what I want. What do you mean, why am I not out? Are you good? Bro said, why am I not out? What made you wear glasses? I don't know. Why am I not out? I don't know. What you mean, why am I not out? Homie, it's a very specific day today. The urinals. It reminds me of those Dexter memes. Yes, I know it's Valentine's Day, Jay. I know it's Valentine's Day. Yes, I know. Stop asking dumb questions. I know, yes, like, dog, come on. You're asking a lot of stupid questions. Bro said, why am I not out? Tonight's the night. Bro, Dexter is so goated. Honestly, Dexter is my favorite show of all time. I've said this before in other videos. Dexter, love the show. The original Dexter, I mean, the original one that came out in 2006. Love that show. It's crazy. It's a crazy show. If you haven't seen it, you should watch it. That show, I used to like. I used to like the early. Then the show got a bit dumb at some point because it was like like it was chill at first, and then like later on, like here's like seasons one, like season one was all right, right. Season two was a bit better. Three was mid. Four was all right. I didn't finish. I didn't watch season five. Honestly, I watched like the first like three episodes of season five. I had turned it off. I was just like, yeah, I'm not watching anymore. Season four was your favorite. That was the one where he was in. He was in London, right? He was like, right? He was with the Lockwoods. Yeah, yeah, the Lockwoods. That season was interesting. People said that was Joe's prime. Yeah, because of Reese Montrese. Yeah, schizophrenic. Yeah, I'm starting to remember now. Like, bro, the only reason why I watched you was because people were saying it was like Dexter, and I was like, I'll watch it fine. Dexter's the better show. I'm letting it right now. Dexter is the better show. It is. It's his prime. Yeah, that was yeah, because he was like losing. Like, he like slowly lost his humanity. Because like the first three seasons, he had a few redeeming qualities, and by the midpoint of season four, he lost the majority of them. Joe, I mean, still mad he shaved though, bro. It's like, bro, it's the Rick Grimes effect, bro. Once you lose the beard, it's over. Which, speaking of Rick Grimes, I need to watch Walking Dead as well. But anyways, dude, like, yeah, season five. I spoiler. What's this for? For Walking Dead, or were you? If you're spoiling you, then I already know what happens in the end. He like gets caught, right? Is that what it is? I didn't finish the season because I was like, this was so boring. You know what I mean? Like why am I watching this? It just didn't make any sense to me. I was watching the season and I was like, this is really dumb. I don't want to watch this anymore. Oh, I watched three episodes. Three episodes, and all three were just boring. They were just boring. And I was like the first three episodes of season five were some of the most boring things I ever watched. I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore. I have no desire to finish it, and honestly, I'm kind of glad I didn't finish it. Should I honestly finish it? I'm not today, but like soon, because I want to finish Death Note, which I have to catch up on. I should. Is season five like is okay? What's the okay? Rank the seasons of you like from worst to best. Like what's the worst season, and then what's like the best? Like rank them. Because my personal opinion, I'd say five's the worst, then three, then four, then one, and I'll probably say season two is my favorite. Season two, I actually liked it a lot because it introduces Love Quinn, which is probably my favorite character in the entire show. Like she's just so funny. Victoria Pedretti can act, bro. That woman can act. But yeah, season like, cause it was like at some point it was like the show didn't need to go on that long. Like, you know what I mean? It didn't make it because every time Joe had the perfect life. So she said season three is the worst, then season one, then five, then two, then season four. Four is your favorite, okay. So yeah, interesting. All right, but yeah, like I was saying, like, dude, season. So we could both agree. Okay, so I said five was the word. Rick Grimes effect goes hard word, but it's just like, dude, like at some point I was just like watching the show. It was like Joe had like he had the perfect life in many chances. Like he had many chances to start over in the show. Like season two, he moved to LA, and it was like whatever. Okay, he met the love of his life, and then he literally got Love pregnant, and they had a child, right? Like he was living the suburban life. His life was chill, right? His life was perfect. And then he messes it up again for a girl that he barely met. We're talking about you, the show, Joe Goldberg, that show. And then Joe goes to London. Like, he basically kills his wife. Goes to London. Has a second, by the way, a second chance to start over. Right? A second chance to start over his life. Technically, third chance. Why did he leave Karen Minty though? She was a dark skinned queen. Karen. I remember Karen. Bro, because he's an idiot. That's why. I don't know. Like, dude, he's just weird. But yeah. And then like at the end of season 4, he tries to kill himself and then he fails the suicide attempt. And then he comes back. He's like, okay, let me mess up my life again. And then season 5, he's literally rich. He's a Lockwood. He has money. Everyone knows. I don't know how old you are. And then he's literally like, he has money. He's a Lockwood. He's powerful. And then yet again, he finds a way to mess it up again. It's just the show. It's just predictable. You know what it is? It's just annoying. There's nothing special because we know he's gonna win regardless. Yeah, he fumbles the back over. It's like we know what's gonna happen regardless. Like, it was just boring. Season 5 was my favorite. The season was great, but the finale, he just went crazy. I didn't finish season 5. Joe sounds stupid. He kind of is. Like, Joe is low-key a fraud. I'm sorry. Like, the amount of people that keep comparing Joe to Dexter, it's just like, can we stop? It's not even close. Like, Dexter is just so much better in everything. He's just so much smarter than Joe. Like, you have to realize Dexter is literally he has to manage being a serial killer and working for the police at the same time. And he's been successful for a good amount of time. Obviously, he wasn't that successful because he had to move on. Actually, he was so successful at faking his death for over 10 years. So, spoilers for Dexter, for those that have finished it. So, at the end of the show, I'm going to spoil Dexter. So, yeah, sorry, guys. So, yeah, at the end of the show, actually, no, I won't spoil it, but I'll say some bits and pieces here and there. So, a character dies in the show. Someone close to Dexter dies, right? I'm not going to say who. Even though someone's probably going to say, Oliver's acting under. Oh, you already seen it. Oh, whatever. So, Deborah dies, right? She's in a coma. She basically dies, right? And Dexter is like he's in so much pain. He decides, I'm going to run into this hurricane. He runs his boat into the hurricane. And then we find out later that Dexter actually survived the suicide attempt. So basically, everyone thought he died. He basically faked his own death. And that was the end of the show. So in Dexter New Blood, he's been in New York for like in a small town for like over almost 10 years. And then he manages to get caught again at the end of New Blood. In New Blood, his son Harrison, quote unquote, Iron Lake. Yes, Iron Lake. He's in Iron Lake. His son, quote unquote, kills him. I say kill because he did shoot him in the chest, but Dexter ends up surviving, which leads us to Dexter Resurrection, where he's in New York again. Dexter had 2 endings, and both of them were not up to par. Isn't that crazy? Like, Dexter's the only show I know that could have 2 endings and fumble both times. That's crazy. Like, I like Dexter, but like, how you fumble twice, bro? 2 times? That's a bit much. Don't mess with those words. We will get pissed at the most minor mistake. What do you read, bro? What are you talking about, bro? Bro, it's just silly. It is silly though. Like, how do you mess up twice? Like, Joe be getting caught like 10 times every episode. Like, dude, he just like. Also, Original Sin is peak. I haven't watched Original Sin or Resurrection. I'm gonna watch both. I'll watch Resurrection. Season 2 comes out this year. So when season 2 comes, I'll watch it when season 2 comes out. Original Sin I haven't watched, and I don't really have a reason to watch. I don't see a reason to watch Original Sin. Resurrection I will watch. Patrick Gibson deserves an apology in a second season. That was he played the younger Dexter, right? I heard Original Sin was alright. I heard it wasn't nothing crazy. Like more of young. Like, we already got hints of Dexter's backstory in the original show. Like, we saw like bits and pieces of it. So I didn't see a reason to. Like, also, Original Sin kind of like retcons some of the timeline of Dexter, which y'all know how I feel about retcons. I can't stand them. I'm a Sonic fan. Like, I hate retcons. They're just annoying. Unless if it's like a retcon that's not that major. You know what I mean? But yeah, I just find it unnecessary. It just doesn't make any. It doesn't make any sense. They also gave us a book accurate Dexter. They finally made him a foodie. Yeah, yeah. Dexter in the books. I know in the books are completely different. Like completely different story. Like season one of Dexter, the show, tries to follow the books, and then season two and onwards just does its own thing. Here's a little fun fact about Dexter, the show. So Dexter, the show takes place literally still big for one of his victims. That's funny. So Dexter season one. So the Dexter the show takes place in Miami. So Dexter season one was actually filmed in Miami, Florida. But in later seasons, because of all the hurricanes that Miami has, they decided to shoot the rest of the series in LA. However, some shots, like with Dexter's like on his boat, take place in Miami. So yeah, that's an interesting fun fact. Another fun fact: Rita was actually supposed to live. Dexter early cuts was goaded. Um, but yeah, fun fact: Rita was actually not supposed to die at the end of season four. Yeah, they decided to add the bathtub scene last minute. Yeah, I know, which kind of sucks because Rita was one of my favorite characters, and her death was very sad. Low key, when Rita died, I took a break from the show. I watched it and I was like, let me come back later. I'll come back. Like I take like a break for like a week or two because I was so scared on how the show was gonna go on and what was gonna happen next. I was like, please, I don't want to I don't want to do this anymore. Please, not anymore. But Dexter, yeah, I just think crazy. It was insane. It was insane. But yeah, Dexter is better than Joe in every way. He's stronger, faster, smarter, has a better show. Um, is more successful relationship wise. Because at least with Dexter, you can make the argument. Although most of his partners are dead or left him, the books are disturbing. Yeah, I heard they're a bit weird compared to the show. Like I heard like Dokes doesn't die, but he gets all of his limbs chopped off. That's interesting. Dexter's weird. Yodeling potato hell. Bro, the funniest scene in the entire show, in my opinion. I have two answers. One, so the first scene, this is episode one of the show, where Dokes is talking to Dexter, right? And they're like arguing, and he's like, Jokes is like, bro, give me the like the blood spatter on these killings. You think I'm inviting you to my nephew's bris? And then Dexter's like, I didn't know you were Jewish. Who was annoying? Um, but yeah, that was funny. And then season three, another funnier scene. This was like when Dexter was in. This was like when Rita was pregnant with Harrison. I cheer when she died. You're not talking about Rita. That's foul. Anyways, when Rita was oh, Lila. Yeah, she was annoying. Lila was annoying. Anyways, so in season three, um, yeah, season three, where Rita was pregnant. Lumen though, Lumen was alright. Okay. Uh, but yeah, anyways, so yeah, basically Rita's like pregnant and like Dexter and her in yoga, and Dexter's having such a horrible time. He's literally like, this is without a doubt the worst moment of my life. And then he literally looks at the yoga instructor in her eyes, and he's thinking to himself, I could literally kill her right now, and nobody would notice. Funniest thing ever. Also, when Arthur died, Loki, when Trinity died, honestly, I was a bit more like annoyed. Like I was like I wasn't like celebratory because Dexter had so many opportunities to kill him. Like he had so many chances to like put Trinity down for good, and he just didn't take any of them. And by the time he did kill him, it was already too late. So it didn't even matter. You know what I mean? Like he had so many opportunities to just put him down. Because Dexter, to be fair, the entire purpose of season 4 is like Dexter's ego. His ego is at an all-time high because at the end of season 3, he has a family now, and he has a family, serial killer, blood family. He's juggling all of these things at once. And in his ego, he's like, I can manage it. And it turns out he couldn't manage it. So in season 5, he basically loses his family because Astor and Cody, moving with their grandparents, and Dexter stuck raising Harrison by himself. Which honestly, that could have been good character development, except the fact that Dexter literally like he has a big ego throughout season 8 and Dexter Resurrection. Not a Resurrection, and New Blood. And somewhat Dexter Resurrection. Cody playing outside ruined the timeline for the worst. He fell through the shed's ceiling and almost caused people to find Dexter's blood slides and tools. I remember that. Yes, that was interesting. Yeah. That was a bit odd. That was crazy though. He could have low-key. Dexter had to move the container. Yeah, that could have like ended the whole thing. I heard there was a rumor that they wanted Deborah to find out Dexter was a serial killer like way early into the show. But the producers like wanted to make the show more exciting, which gave Trinity enough time to kill Rita. True. Yep. True. But yeah, I was like, apparently Dokes was supposed to live. Which honestly, hot take. I don't know if this is a hot take. I think Dexter should have killed Dokes. That's what I think. I think Dexter should have killed Dokes. I think honestly, if Dexter killed Dokes in season 2, it would have been interesting. Because there's this whole dynamic of is Dexter gonna break his code or not, and then it's like the most predictable thing ever. Like Dexter ends up not breaking his code at all, and apparently Lila's the one to kill Dokes. It's just kind of like, okay. Dokes was an awesome character. However, I do understand why he had to die, but he was a cool character. Like even Dexter in its prime had noticeable problems, but they didn't get like seriously awful till like the second half of the show. I think Dexter should have been invited to Dokes' nephew's bris. Dexter's not Jewish. He's not Jewish. No. That is crazy. Also, even then, Dokes would have not done it regardless because he hates Dexter. I think at the end of his life, he had some form of respect or pity for Dexter because then he realized like what happened to his father. That was a fire twist in season 2, where Harry actually didn't die of heart disease. He actually killed himself because he was so guilty of what he caused and what he turned Dexter into and what Dexter was becoming as a person. He could have handled the guilt, so he just took his own life. That was a fire twist. Interesting enough. But yeah, I think who's your favorite Dexter villain? For me, it's easily Trinity. It's the Trinity killer. Like honestly, I have to say him. Like I don't think there's a better answer. Oliver Saxon, he had potential. He could have been something crazy if like season 8 wasn't so rushed. He was all right, I guess. Like he wasn't like anything crazy. He wasn't the worst villain on the show, but like I just feel like he could have been something crazy. That is a hot take. I think people aren't a big fan of Oliver Saxon. I'm not a big fan of him either. He's not awful. He's not an awful villain. He just doesn't really do much. It's like his backstory is kind of similar. Mother chose the wrong son. It was. It was. That was low key tough. It just like again, season 8 also ruins the timeline as well because it was like, oh, Evelyn Vogel actually, this random woman actually was the one who created the code. No, the later seasons of Dexter do a lot of stupid things that I don't agree. Like the whole thing where it's like, oh, there actually isn't a dark passenger. It's just Dexter. Like no, he really scared me. No villain in the show scared me. The one who's probably the closest to spooking me was probably ITK, Brian Moser. The closest was probably him, but nobody really scared me in that show. Lila was more obnoxious than scary. Miguel was a loose cannon, but he wasn't scary. Who am I? A killer without any reason or regret. But yeah, Trinity. Nobody else like horrified me. Like Saxon was just kind of whatever. He just seemed like a random psychopath. He was like, okay, he's a threat, but like whatever. Doomsday was confusing. Made no sense to me. But yeah. Okay. Let me think. All right, so what time is it? 4:30. In like 5 minutes, I'm gonna end stream. But anyways, yeah, like no villain in Dexter was like scared me. You know what I mean? No villain really was like horrifying. The closest like kind of just like spooked me a bit, but none of them like really like terrified me. By the way, Trinity, bro, what? What is that? What is that comment? Oh yeah, because he kills his victims in the bathtub. That's why. Yeah, he had no clothes on. You think Trinity told Rita that Dexter was a Bay Harbor butcher, like before he killed her? There was the season 7, I think, where Dexter was running away from, I forgot his name. You talk about Ray Spelcer? Dude, like it was so stupid. Like, I will say though, one thing I am glad about Rita's death is that we don't actually see her die. We just see her lifeless body on the bathtub and just bleeding out. I don't run, I make people run. Yeah, I do like that. We don't actually see Rita's death. I think that's what makes it like so impactful. Is that we don't see it happen, and then it comes out of nowhere. I will say though, Rita represents a lot about the show. Proceeds to run. She like, we don't need any more trauma. Bro, that death was traumatic. I was just like, bro, what happened? I was like, I kind of had a feeling she was gonna die, but like, no, because like, I thought she was gonna die. Then I was like, okay, so Dexter killed Trinity. Why is there 5 minutes left? That was my first thought. Okay, Dexter defeated Trinity. It's done. It's over with. Why is the episode still going on? Rita calls him saying, oh yeah, I forgot my tickets for the plane. Silly on me. I love you. Goodbye, honey. Whatever, right? He tries to call back. No answer. Then, you hear a ring. It's Rita's phone. Her bag's still here. Then Harrison starts crying. He walks to the bathtub, and there's just blood everywhere. Low-key, because Dexter was a show that was ruined because the producers dragged it on. Like, that show did not need 8 seasons. In fact, the show was originally supposed to end after season 5. And honestly, it would have ended better that way. You could make the argument that season 4 is like the perfect ending to the show. Because Loki, you could stop watching after season 4. But season 5 was when it was supposed to actually end. And honestly, if it ended after 5, it would have been perfectly fine. Like, 5's a good season. But I just think, it is a top season 1, 2, 3, or 4. Yeah. Low-key, Rita in the Lara Croft outfit was generally when I realized I like moms. That was your moment of realization? Wow. That's funny. Um, oh yeah, she had the Laura Croft outfit for Halloween, right? But yeah, Dexter low key was ruined after like season 6. Like season 6 is weird. Martha Wade, Flashpoint Martha Wade, right? Yeah, you love that for sure. All right, so I think we're like cutting towards the end here. All right, we were streaming for 2 hours and 20 minutes, something like that. I think we're gonna end it here. This was a very fun stream. Want to say before I leave, I hope you guys have a wonderful Valentine's Day. If you even have a Valentine, I don't know if you do. I had a great Valentine's Day. I thought it was very fun. This is the first Valentine's Day where I actually had a Valentine, so that's interesting. It's never happened before. But yeah, I am glad. Hopefully, I can spend more Valentines happy. Actually, no, not hopefully. I will. I will. I will 100% spend every single Valentine's Day happy and not alone. But yes, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna end the stream in like a minute or two. But yeah, hope you guys have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day. It's like 4 something. It's 4:38 p.m. by the time I'm time zone I'm in. I don't know what time zone you guys are in. I don't know if it's the same time for you guys. But yes, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a lovely, lovely rest of your day. God loves you. Amen. Goodbye.